Yeah, good morning, and welcome again for this lecture of electronics. And we were continuing to study about, say, the applications of diode, right? So we have completed almost the rectifiers, and we have also completed the clipper circuits, right? So in the same continuation, we'll be uh, having the same, we'll be continuing the same, like, yeah. So I guess my screen is visible to you all, and let me introduce myself, Dr. N.D. Meshram, Head and Associate Professor, Department of Electronics, Sri Mathura Das Mohta College of Science, Nagpur. And today we are going to study more about clippers. I guess will be trying to complete everything about clippers today. So we have studied this shunt clippers. Shunt clippers means where we are going to connect the diode in parallel along with the power supply. So we expect that some voltage should appear across this. So whatever voltage we are going to attach to this diode, along with the 0.7 volts, that will come across this the output load resistance R, right? Similarly, here also that is for the negative wave. This is for the positive half, and this is for the negative half. So one half will definitely appear out of it, but the rest of it can be controlled by using this. Now we have also studied the adjustable shunt clipper. We have talked in terms of that in the last lecture. So we were studying this adjustable shunt clipper. Then here what we have done is we can vary the VB voltage. So that is how we can put a potentiometer, and we can vary the VB voltage by using this pot. So pot is introduced over here to vary the voltage. So according to the requirement of the voltage, we can change the output load, the output across the load resistance, right? And that is why it is called as adjustable, means which we can adjust according to our requirement. That is called as adjustable. Okay, so this was the adjustable clipper. Then there are some more series diode configuration. These are the reverse bias configuration that we have used. Ideally, we have studied this reverse bias characteristics of a diode. And here the one thing to be noted is we have applied the DC source voltage. Now in the above circuit we were being using the AC source. So यहाँ पर हम लोग AC source use कर रहे थे. अब हम लोग यहाँ पर DC source use कर रहे हैं इसमें, right? So this is a DC source, DC power supply, which has got only a positive polarity and a ground, right? But here in this AC, the AC is going to vary with respect to time. So we'll be having positive as well as negative voltage, right? So that is why it is called as AC, alternating, which keeps on changing in with respect to time, is called as alternating. Okay, so this was AC, and this was the DC, which is connected over here. DC means direct. So we are having positive supply and ground, which we call it as negative. So the positive terminal of the battery is connected to anode of the diode, and the negative terminal is connected to the cathode is connected to the negative terminal of the battery through the load resistance RL, and the voltage is taken across the the output resistance R, which we are taking here VR, right? So for analyzing this, we will be having this VD equal to E, VR will be equal to 0 volt, and ID equal to 0 amperes. Now what is it? The output voltage across this, since the diode is not in conduction mode in the reverse bias condition, therefore there will be no voltage across this, right? So the current which we are expecting to flow through this diode will be 0, and that is why it is written over here. The output voltage VR will be equal to 0 volt, and ID will also be equal to 0 volt, right? So voltage drop across diode will be E. Okay, so this was the for now. If from this you can understand this, that for a parallel combination, if we are having two diodes connected parallelly, so what would be the voltage? So we'll be having two currents which are supposed to flow through ID1 and ID2. So the currents are going to flow through this. The diode will conduct, and accordingly we can calculate the total current flowing through this. So we'll be having two currents. I1 will be distributed into two parts, ID1 and ID2, right? So the total current will be IR, and IR is equal to 28 milliamperes. And by dividing it into two, ID1 and ID2 can be determined by that it might be equal to 14 milliamperes, right? So this is some small calculation. Then the diode clippers, the diode in a series clipper circuit, which clips any voltage that does not forward bias it, right? So this is the circuit. Now here initially we have seen about the AC wave. Now here we are supposed to see the square wave, right? So this we call it as a square wave. Now this square wave is again in both the directions, in positive half as well as negative half, right? So if you connect a diode like this, then only positive square wave will appear across this load resistance RL. Otherwise, the negative half will be clipped. Similarly, for a triangular wave, this is a triangular wave which is supposed to move from, say, positive half to the negative half. And again, if you put this to this circuit, then only positive half will be there and negative half will be clipped, right? So any voltage that does not bias the diode will be clipped. That is the main concept of diode as a clipper. So we have more circuit. Reverse biasing polarity, the forward biasing polarity less than 0.7 volt for a silicon diode. Germanium ke liye 0.3. Okay, so biased clippers are there. So biased clippers means where we can put a voltage over here and accordingly we want the output voltage, right? So that those are called as biased clippers. So adding a DC source in series with the clipping diode changes the effective forward bias of a diode, right? So if it changes, then accordingly we'll be having the output voltage like this. If you are able to see, we have connected a 5 volt supply along with the diode, right? So the diode will remain in forward bias. We are putting this AC wave again in the upward direction. So the AC wave will be pulled up. So along with the positive voltage that is we are going to apply over here V in, that is supposed to be say 20 volt. Now it will be switched up and it will become 25 volt as you are able to see in this lower screen. So what we have done, we have lifted this AC to 25 volt, right? So at the output, we will be able to get -5 volt also in positive half. So -5 volt will also come, will appear in the positive half itself, right? So that is what it means when we are going to add a DC source in series with a diode, right? That is called as the DC source in series with the clipping diode changes the effective forward bias of the diode. So since we have already connected +5 volt, it remains in forward bias. So it will remain here in forward bias. So it need not to connect anything. So because of that, what happens? Because of that, the AC voltage which we are pairing, which my cursor is actually is holding there. So this AC wave will be pulled up. So it will be at this point. So the negative half will be clicked, but still it will be having positive. So we can consider this as 0 volt over here. Huh? So this is the DC source in series. We have up till now we have connected it to say the positive half, say the parallel shunt type of clippers we have studied. Now here we are going to study the bias clippers in series, right? So we are having parallel clippers like this. So parallel clippers are again, we have seen this. Now for parallel clipping, we have the negative half coming out of it. So positive half will be clipped because during this positive region, this diode will be forward bias, and negative half, this will be reverse bias. So the only negative half will appear. Similarly, for the triangular wave also, we'll be having that. So the diode in parallel clipper circuit clips any voltage that forward bias it. DC biasing can be added in series with diode to change the clipping level. Clipper applications, yeah. These are some of the applications of clippers. So clipper application is basically used in communication. Now communication, I guess you know this communication. I as a transmitter and you are being on the receiving side can be named as a receiver, and the platform that we are using can be taken as the channel. So we are having a communication system over here. So this communication is being utilized by this clipper circuit, right? So these are some of the circuits. So this is the transient protection circuits we are having. Transient protection circuits means where we are expecting that there should, if the voltage exceeds a limit which can break the circuit, then the diode will come into play and it will switch off the current, right? So if maximum currents, if there is a short circuit and maximum current flows to this diode can control this and it will make this switch off, right? So that is called as the transient circuit. So this is the transient circuit and the negative current will be forward bias. So this is a freewheeling diode over here. So this is the one application of the diode, right? So we are having that, and yes, okay. So these are some of the applications. We were talking about this communication, right? So in communication, what we do, we have a amplitude modulation communication, right? So we this is what we are going to study in your final year, right? So we have a whole chapter on communication. So we'll be studying that. So this is a amplitude modulated, whatever modulation radio we are having, say नागपुर का जो चैनल है जिसमें नागपुर के स्टेशंस चलते हैं, those are amplitude modulated and we are able to hear those waves, right? So नागपुर का चैनल, बाकी सब FM वाले, right? Frequency modulated, and this is amplitude modulated. So here ये डायोड डिटेक्टर करके एक सर्किट है, छोटा सा सर्किट है जिसमें हम लोग डायोड डिटेक्टर करके सर्किट यूज करते हैं, ये ऐसा, एंड वो जो डिटेक्टेड ये एम्पलीट्यूड मॉड्यूलेटेड वेव है, इसको हमको इस फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट करके देता है, विच इज द फिल्टरिंग सर्किट, राइट? सो हमारा जो ओरिजिनल सिग्नल है जो इसके बीच में है, वो सिग्नल हमारे को यहाँ पे मिलता है, तो लोअर फ्रीक्वेंसी वॉइस सिग्नल हमको मिलता है, एंड वी कॉल दिस एज द AM डिटेक्टर. हम लोग इसको क्या बोलते हैं? AM डिटेक्टर, एम्पलीट्यूड मॉड्यूलेशन डिटेक्टर, राइट? सो ये क्लिपर का सर्किट है. फिर उसके बाद है क्लिपर एनालिसिस में ये कुछ सर्किट्स है विच आर वेरी यूजफुल. सो क्लिपर एनालिसिस में हम लोगों ने अभी तक के जो पढ़ा है, यूज नोडल एनालिसिस कंसेप्ट, कंसिडर पॉजिटिव साइकिल और नेगेटिव हाफ साइकिल, आइडेंटिफाई VA and VK of the diode, voltage of anode and voltage of cathode of the diode, then identify whether the diode is forward bias or reverse bias, draw equivalent circuit, find voltage equation, that is VO equal to VI, VAO equal to 0, etc. For bias clipper, the biasing voltage would affect in one of the half cycle. Find voltage equation as VO equal to VI for positive or negative half cycle, VO equal to VI for VI less than 5 volt, VO equal to 5 volt for VI greater than 5 volt. So these are some of the analysis that can be done while studying or while referring the clipper circuit. So we should understand whether the diode is forward biased or not, what would be the equivalent circuit, what is the voltage equation over there, how much voltage we have applied to the circuit, so on and so forth, right? So this much, I guess, is for the clipper circuit. These are some of the clipping more circuits over there which we have studied. So we have studied this much. So here these are the negative clipper. This is a rectifier circuit, positive half, this is negative half clipping. So this is positive half means positive half is clipped and negative half means negative half is clipped. So here in the output we are having the negative half, here we are having the positive half. Bias clippers we have studied, so we can bias and accordingly we will have the voltage according to our requirement. So these are the series clippers and these are the positive clippers, right? So these are negative and these are positive clippers. Some more circuits are there. So again, simple parallel clipper circuits are there. Then biased clippers we have studied, where we can bias the in output waveform and accordingly we can have this type of a two parallel combinations where we can employ two diodes in parallel, say connected back to back. So these are all about the clipper circuits, and these are some of the more circuits which we have studied in this clipper portions. So these are the drawbacks of the clipper series diode. When diode is off, there should be no transmission of input signal to output, but in case of high frequency, signal transmission occurs through diode capacitance, which is undesirable. Now this is a very basic fundamentals. So when we talk in terms of DC voltage, then it's okay. DC does not pass through say the diode, but as soon as we increase the frequency of the voltage, then the diode will transmit the voltage, right? So because of its capacitance effect. And in shunt diodes, when the diode is off, transmission of input signal to the output should take place. But in the case of high frequency input signals, diode capacitance affects the circuit operation and signal gets attenuated. So there is actually the capacitance, diode capacitance, which we call it as transition capacitance and all. So which affects that. Now we'll be starting in the next class, the clamper circuit, right? So this much was all about the clippers. I guess you have understood. If you have any questions, I will be happy to answer. Let me take your attendance again. Are there any questions? Okay. I guess if there are no questions, so we can wind up over here. Thank you. Thank you very much for joining. Stay tuned to my YouTube channel. Go through my YouTube channel. Please like, share, subscribe my channel, and I will be uploading more videos on that. Thank you. Thank you very much. Have a nice time. Stay home, stay safe, take care. Good day. Bye. See you.